And the only problem is in 2, 3 years time, you're rolling all of that debt again. And I guess there's no other way around it. He can't get Congress to stop spending, so he's got to find a way to alleviate some of that pressure and doing
Well,
it.
he seems to be nibbling at it, and the numbers are so not large you can't say nibbling. But I think the tariff revenue is a piece of that. He had some faith in Doge, and there will be some impact from what Doge did. Maybe not what we look for, but some impact. There's another bite that's taken, and the savings on funding the short end reduces the interest on the debt. So all in all, by the time Trump is gone, the picture looks better. But you're right. The rollover starts in 3 years instead of 10 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's another version of kicking the can down the road. you know.
Unless you stop the funding. The other side of this is the supply side. GDP goes up, and tax revenue goes up, and that helps too.
Yeah, we always look at the spend side and don't really trust the GDP side.
That's what happened in the Reagan years.
Do you think we're going to see a shutdown?
They've. It looks to me like they've painted the Democrats in a corner here. So if there is a shutdown, it looks like the Democrats are to blame.
Well, yesterday I saw Trump said, I'm not going to speak with them because there's no point. They're not going to change. Nothing's going to change. So he's cut off all communications with them, and they're going to point that back at him now.
Uh, yeah, but the Republicans the House has already passed the stopgap bill, right? And they left it in the hands of the Senate. So when they did that, Schumer ran to the White House and said, talk to me. And he shut the door on him and said, I'm not talking to you. And I'm closing the window. So now Schumer and Speaker of the House, not the Speaker, but the Hakeem Jeffries, the both of them, I don't know, it looks like he's painted them in a corner. And from the media, I mean, depends on what you watch, I guess. CNBC is probably pacing. MSNBC is probably painting a whole other picture on this. But it looks to me like he said, okay, you got your stopgap funding bill now. You don't have to shut down the government. You're being unrealistic. And that's the image he's portraying. Now, I don't know if the public is going to buy that. But yeah, you might see it. I don't think Schumer's got the onions to shut it down. Of course, he's on so many videotapes saying there's no excuse for it, and it's what's the word he uses? Irresponsible. So I think they'll cave, but we're not that far away.
No, it's very close, within a week, right? And with lower rates, I understand the funding side of it. Stocks go up, I guess.
Yeah.
It continues to go up. That's it. Money's around.
Let me advance this argument. Stock earnings and dividends are a hedge against inflation.
Run that by me again.
Well, if you believe that companies are going to earn more money, if you're in the GDP's going higher category, and you think you see 4% GDP, 4.5% GDP, the economy booming, that's a whole school of thought. There are other people that believe that we're going into the crapper and the labor market's collapsing. I'm not there. I think everything he's done, I'm a supply side guy, so I believe everything he's done is going to advance economic activity. I see higher tax revenue. I see good things for the economy and good things for companies. If you buy that, then it stands to reason that stocks are still a buy and stock earnings are a buy. So if these stocks are showing earnings and you own dividend stocks, you're hedged against inflation. Your dividends are going up to offset the inflation.